Hey guys, it's Kai from Bros, and welcome back to another F1 2020 video. And in today's video, we are here for race 14 out of 22 in the Sheesh Racing League. So today, Aiden Potty will not be joining me as he was busy. And so yeah, we have a very small grid today. We only have 5 drivers. Only 5 showed up. So it will likely be quite an uneventful race. So hopefully not too many people get out at the start of the race. I'm pretty sure that this is already a CPU for Mad Max. It definitely is. And for some reason, okay. I was about to say for some reason there's no sound, but there it is. So let's put up the lap data, track map, full track map. Detail, I guess we'll just go with fitted, yeah, for tires. Now, BFG will get a purple first sector here, so I'm gonna make sure I stay in broadcast so this video does not get taken down for something very stupid, such as thinking it was a real race. But, yeah, anyways, so some facts of the track. So we are here at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps in Stavelot, Belgium. So, as many people may know, it is the longest track on the calendar with 19 corners, and it is 7.1 kilometers long, which is approximately 4.35 miles. It has 2 DRS zones. One is, let me check here, one is on the Camel Straight, which is after going up Eau Rouge and through Raidillon after turn 4, and then it is on the main straight where the pit lane is. That is the second DRS, and you can kind of see it on that track map there, but I have one on a computer next to me as well. So anyways, Mad Max will set the fastest lap, the only lap so far, 158.546, which likely will not last long, but you never know. I'm pretty sure he's already left, and it is a CPU, as he just wants points, so, yeah. So anyways, let's continue. So, the lap record of today's circuit is a 146.286 set by Valtteri Bottas in 2018, and that is, yes, like I said, the fastest lap. That is not during qualifying, that is during the race, or whatever. And as you can see, BFG will get a 158.119, only about 5/10 faster than Mad Max, and then OJD will come through and set a lap with two purple sectors, a 156.561. Actually, he probably had them all purple sectors, so yeah, he's a second, 1.5 seconds ahead of second place at the moment. So RP Cameron has gotten his time invalidated. So has Cam M15, I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's go check. So yeah, Mad Max got his invalidated. I didn't think he was actually racing, but maybe he is. Never know. Is anyone actually? I think everyone's just returning to their box or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna assume. I think Cameron is going out on a fast lap here. He just got a purple first sector. So, yeah, anyways, back onto this. So this is probably the most historic track, and it also has the most famous corner in motorsports, which is turn number 2, Eau Rouge. You can see it's where the little 1 is on the map. That is where Eau Rouge and Raidillon are, 2 of the most famous corners. And this is also where Michael Schumacher got made his debut, and he also got his first win here. I'm not sure if they were on separate occasions or on the same race or not. I'm not sure. And also recently, I believe, maybe 2018 or 2019, young driver Antoine Hubert spun just coming up the hill through Eau Rouge and Raidillon, and he hit the wall, which sent him back into the middle of the track, where he was struck and he tragically died, and that has been, I'm pretty sure, the most recent death in F1. And Cameron's gonna spin there, and he'll hit the wall, but he appears to be okay. Coming through there in the wet is fast, and he makes a great spin to get himself back on the track, but that's gonna ruin his lap. And yeah, he's just gonna go into the pits. I don't think he took any damage there. It does not look like there's anything on his wing. And so yeah, that's all I have to say so far about the track, and there'll be more to say on the formation lap. So anyways, let's just see what people are up to. So OJD is back out on maybe another hot lap. I don't know. What's his time? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's returning because... Oh wait, sector 240. Okay, maybe he is. Let's go on board. Yeah, he definitely is on a fast lap. Alright, so let's stay with OGD, who is your current leader here in this qualifying, as we have just under 10 minutes to go. And, yeah, so let's see. Here he comes through turn number... Let's see, where is he now? Here he comes now through turn number 14, which is called Stavelot. And now entering turn number 15, he gets a purple sector 2 there, now coming down the long, I'd say back straight. That's what you could call this, because it is just a huge straight, and this is where Cameron actually just spun out through this corner here, which is corner number 17. Now here he comes into the bus stop chicane. Another pretty famous corner here at Spa, and there he goes onto the front straight, and he will beat his time by almost, I gotta say, 2 seconds there with a 1:53.698. OJD is on fire right now. He is doing great. His lap is almost 4.5 seconds faster than second place. There's Cameron and only 2 other drivers have set laps, which is BFG and Mad Max. Cameron and Cameron 15 have not set laps yet. I'm surprised you can get that good of a time here in the wet, a 1:53. That's amazing. So let's go. I guess watch BFG, who's going to try to improve his time, as he's just warming up his tires as he's on his out lap. Everyone else, I believe, is in the pits. Yep. And yeah. So we're just gonna stay on board with him for now. RP Cameron is also going out on his out lap now. Is he? Maybe he is still. Oh, he doesn't have ERS enabled. I think he's just getting warmed up for us, so let's go back to BFG here as he comes out of the bus stop chicane and onto the front straight. And there he goes. He will head out on another lap to try and get even close to OJD as he exits La Source, which is the name of the first corner. Now here he comes. He goes up Eau Rouge and through Radion. I thought this whole term was called Eau Rouge until today, but now I know it's Eau Rouge and Radion. And he actually took that quite well. And a nice new helmet design by BFG that he has there. I'm pretty sure that's a new helmet that just came out in the shop today. Very nice. And Mad Max has left the session. There it is. So yeah, he will, as long as he does not get crashed out, he will get points for Williams, which is my former team. And also, if you guys were not aware, and oh, into the wall there off the spin is BFG. He loses his entire front wing. Hopefully he does not end up spinning out again before the lap ends, and because he has no downforce, he's going pretty fast through there actually. Pretty wide line to take, but you do you, BFG, do okay. Just be careful there, buddy. anyways, let's go on with RP Cameron. And like I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Cameron just got a faster lap than they both had on his out lap. I thought I saw 157 something there. He will get a purple sector 1. Maybe the rain is slowing down a bit. Maybe that's why OJD was able to get such a good lap in. And now we are at 5 minutes to go in the qualifying session. And as I was saying, I'm not sure if it was released in the Sheesh Racing League group chat, but I don't think it has been announced to the public yet. But we are going to be making a new league. It will still be called the Sheesh Racing League, and Aiden and I will still be your broadcasters, and sometimes we'll be accompanied by Shumi. And yeah, it's because something with the points messed up in this one, and just so people like OJD have a chance to fight for the title. And Cameron said that him and Cole are going to do some actual recruiting here, go in online races quite often, and just if anyone's fast, then they'll recruit them. So that's good. Or clean, fast or clean, doesn't matter, as long like if they're fast and dirty, then they may not. But if they're clean and even just like in a mid-pack place, they may still recruit them. So you guys will be looking forward to that. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, if they'll start an entire new season, if we'll go back to Australia for the first race. I'm not sure how they'll do it, but nonetheless, it will be a great series. And Cameron, with the fastest time now, I think he may have tried to get a new set of tires there, but he'll get a 152.680, which is over 5 seconds, or over a second faster than OJD's by a second, and over 5 seconds faster than BFG's. And Cameron 15, he's finally out on his first out lap. He hasn't been out on the track yet. So let's go. Let's just watch him do his out lap now, I guess, as he comes through turn number 10. Or wait, no, he's coming through Fagnas now, and he'll come through turn number 14, exiting there. And that is the exit of that corner is a place where you can get quite a few time penalties or warnings. But if you do step off the gas a bit, then when you're going through there, if you go a bit wide, then you can what was I going to say? You can avoid taking a warning, because then the game will think that will know that you're not just trying to use it for your advantage. And now Cameron 15 coming on his starting lap now. And also RP Cameron did retire from the session, says he is happy with his lap time. So coming through, just exiting last horse. And he comes down the old starting area. Now he'll come up Eau Rouge and through Radion, and he is not going to end. Yep, there you go. Oh my, okay. That was a hard hit, and that is actually probably pretty similar to what happened to Mr. Hubert. I don't know what he's doing now. Might just be trying to spin around or do some donuts. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did he retire? Yep. Oh, he was disqualified. Never mind, he was disqualified from the session for going backwards. And, yeah, so Eau Rouge in the rain is not fun. I'm pretty sure the rain has basically stopped. Let's go on board. Yes, it has. The track is still wet, and OGD is on his out lap now, which was invalidated, as it shows red, which doesn't matter. But he is going to try to beat Cameron. I don't know if that'll be possible. It might be possible, because the track is wet. If it's wet enough for the tires to stay at a good temperature, but also there's no more rain coming down, so it's a little bit more dry, then he could definitely set a faster lap here. He comes up Eau Rouge and through Radion. He goes a bit wide there, and he will almost spin out. He goes very wide, but his lap does not get invalidated, as he likely got off the gas when he went out there. I don't know how that was not invalidated, but just was not, and that was only about 5/10 slower than his last time, or maybe Cameron's time. So let's see, him and who else is BFG are on the track now, and so here they come now through What turn is this? I'm still getting used. Rivage is where he just went through. And he's coming through these two turns called Puhan. We've got some very strange names for the turns here, but that's because I believe most of the terms are Belgian. Some are French, like La Source and Eau Rouge and Radion, likely. I assume that's French. Oh, OJD doing some very nice drifting there, and he just gets onto the grass. And that is going to end his chance of getting a better time. And there he goes into the wall, trying to take his tire off. Maybe it didn't work. Hopefully, yeah, he'll get out of the way for Mr. BFG there, who still has a chance to set a lap. Let's go on board with him, or at least let's go in the broadcast mode with him. Let's follow him. And he will spin out, and yep, Cameron spun out there too, into the wall. There's been a lot of spin outs here today. Lots of rubber everywhere. So he's just gonna back up to the line. BFG, his shenanigans are well known throughout the league. His poor engine. There he goes, making a perfect apex through coming out of the bus stop chicane. Here he comes, backing up to the line. It is still a green flag, and he has almost made it, and BFG will qualify third. And that is the end of qualifying, so here, let's go through where everyone qualified. So in first with a 152.680 was Cameron. Behind him was OJD, and then I believe it was BFG. Let's think. Then it was Mad Max, and then it was Cam M15 who was disqualified from the session, as he didn't even set a time, and he was disqualified for going backwards. So now as we get ready to race here, Mad Max is not actually here, just like always. I don't know what is the point? I don't know. Let's get ready to start here, and I'll be back with you in a moment. And now the formation lap has begun here on a bright and sunny day in Belgium at the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix race, or the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. And there goes Cameron through the very bumpy pit exit, which is, as he said, if you go through there full speed, you are going to die. That is, basically a quote from Mr. Cameron Tate. And anyways, let's go through some of the stuff about how the track is to race. So obviously, as you can tell, even with the wet in qualifying, it was a very high speed. It's a very high speed track, and there are tons of passing opportunities, mainly on the two long straights, coming out of Radion, and the other after coming through turn 15. There's two very long straights, the one that goes into the bus stop chicane. And yeah, so those are the two best passing opportunities. What I believe Cole said is they gave me some information about racing on this track. I've raced on it a bit myself, and there's Cameron actually with this helmet as well. Maybe I'm not actually sure if they have the design. Actually, he might have the design, I don't know, because BFG, here, wait, let's go on board. Nope, they do have different ones. So yeah, I think he actually does just have it. So here they come now, coming into the bus stop chicane on this formation lap. And also the track limits are not too strict, but it is very easy to run wide and get a warning if you don't take your foot off the gas. So yeah, you can go wide quite often with the high speeds. And Cole also said that the third sector is the easiest sector to get penalties in. And coming up Radion in the second sector, which is where I believe OJD ran wide in qualifying but did not get a warning. So anyways, coming up to the formation line, we have finally just Mad Max and Cam M15 coming to the line, and here we go. I can hear the car's engines going up. Now 4, 5 red lights, and they are off. Now let's see how this start's gonna go. And Cameron starting off in the lead, and BFG is gonna be conservative. Cameron gets very on the curb, and OJD is gonna make a great turn, and he'll get past him. And BFG is now looking to the, I guess you could say, the outside of Cameron, as Cameron will keep the turn coming through Eau Rouge and Radion. And now they're down. What is this straight called? The Kemel Straight. And now Cameron's gonna try to go to the outside of OJD, but he will just stick behind him. And Mad Max is already falling back a substantial amount. And Cameron's just gonna try to hunt down OJD now. BFG pretty closely behind as well. And there's the predicted pit stop strategy. So it looks like it'll be a one stop, a soft to medium, or a soft to hard. So it appears as though the tire wear is not too bad either, by the looks of those pit strategies. And OJD, he said that he practiced a lot just racing, so maybe that'll give him just the edge he needs over Cameron today, and those are who I believe will be the two biggest racers here today, who have the biggest chance of winning. And we're still on first lap here. They're coming down, I'll call this the back straight. Actually, OJD is pulling away. He's already 1 second ahead of Cameron. And so let's go on board with BFG, who's chasing down Cameron at the moment. And Cameron will lock up a bit. He goes a bit wide there, but I think he saves it. Now here comes BFG, looking to go right back at him. And OJD sets the fastest lap with a 148.057. Now getting a decent amount of curb there is BFG. And pitting is Cam M15, as he must have gotten in a tussle maybe with BFG or something. And oh wait, OJD, did he? Oh wait, it's all messed up. OJD, I believe, is your leader, but something is wrong with there. Okay, we're just gonna let it sort itself out, and we're not actually on lap 3, we're on lap 2. The game does glitch quite often with that. And yes, you can see it is still OJD, then Cameron, then BFG, and then Mad Max, and way in the back is Cam 15. And there it just fixed itself, lap 2 out of only 22 laps here. And now here comes OJD through Puyon, or Puhan. I don't know what to call it, but that is a very high-speed corner. It is very fun to go through, especially with fresh tires. So you have the maximum amount of grip. So we're just going to stick on board with OJD for a bit, because why not? There is not much else happening. Cameron is trying to hunt him down, so I guess we'll stick with Cameron, who is getting closer and closer to OJD. I think the intervals is maybe frozen for them, or maybe it's just because they're all in a straight that it's not moving. Yeah, I'd say it's all frozen. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it wasn't. And OJD will set the fastest lap with a 146.223, and DRS has been enabled. That is drag reduction system. And for those who do not know what drag reduction system is, it is a method used by F1 drivers to follow their rivals more closely there and therefore overtake them. When in the DRS zone, a driver within 1 second of a rival car may activate DRS, and it gives them a great advantage in speed. You can go up to 20 kilometers faster, and it just gives you a big, upgrade in horsepower for the amount of time you're in a DRS zone. And there's Cameron getting a purple first sector, and him and OJD are just pulling away from everyone. A huge lockup on the front right there for Cameron. coming through. What corner is that? I'm still not very familiar. Rivage. So yeah, they all sound French. And that's good, because I can pronounce French words, because I am in French immersion in school. So I guess that does come in handy sometimes. And now here they are. Here they come through Fagness. And Cameron is getting very close to OJD, as they are only 7/10 away from each other. And Cameron will get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, which will technically put him 3 seconds behind Mr. OJD, or almost 4. Now as they come through the long straight, Cameron's still going to perceive him, no matter what. He's looking to take first place away as they come through the bus stop chicane. OGD gets a bit squirmish there, but he is able to still get a good run off, and Cameron will set the fastest lap with a 1:45.662, which is faster than Valtteri Bottas's lap, which is in the 1:46s. And OGD gets a terrible run off the corner, and here comes Cameron to his inside, and he will take the lead. And a great pass there on just before Eau Rouge, and now OGD is going to come back at him here on the inside. Cameron almost cuts him off, and now he's on the outside with DRS enabled, and OJD is going to take the lead back. I think that's probably what's going to happen for most of the race. They're just going to swap back first and second, and OGD and Cameron are now pretty good friends, and I'd like to say I'm decent friends with OJD myself, as he has become one of the better competitors in this league, and Cameron gets a bit loose there. So he knows let's go in the TV pod with him as he tries to stay within 1 second of OJD, who he did pass momentarily on lap number 3. But then, it was on early lap number 4, but he was quickly overtaken again by OJD on the Kamel straight. Now here they come through turns 14 and now entering turn number 15. I do really like that turn. It's very fun to go flat out there. And now he's going to chase after him through the long straight. And nothing else is really happening except, actually, Mad Max just got passed by Camera 15 down here, as I was saying that, but it is a battle for last place, and I'm quite positive that Mad Max is not actually here racing with us today. So we'll go back with RP Cameron and OJD, who are 100% here and racing, as Cameron will lock up quite a bit, and so will OJD, but not as big of a lockup as Cameron. And he also gets maybe a bit of wheel spin there, but it looks like he will be able to have DRS through this next coming out of Radion. And he will. And I believe he will apply it. Let's see. Yep, he has DRS open, getting the slipstream. Look how fast he is gaining on OJD. Now he's only 5/10 away from him now. And OJD, so he did not get a great chance to pass him there. But hopefully he will, if he sticks with him, he will maybe the next time around. So, those lockups are definitely not helping him very often, or helping him a lot. As now they come through Puhan. And this is also another very fun corner, as I probably said that before. Well, maybe I didn't, because in the rain it's definitely not fun. But, anyways, here they come through, entering turn number 14, and exiting, and now entering turn number 15. Cameron is still chasing down OJD. So I don't think there's even a purpose in looking over the standings, considering they don't matter whatsoever, as Cameron has already won the championship. So I don't think I'm going to go over them, and they also haven't been updated in about 4 weeks, so I don't know what race they were updated on. And Cameron did actually very well through the bus stop chicane, and he is very close to OJD. He has DRS open now, and OJD goes very wide, and Cameron will go to his inside, but OJD does get the better run, and then he slows down, and they're side by side here. OJD, I don't know what happened to him there. Maybe he just... Did he let him go by? I don't think, but he is going to pass him back here on the straight, for sure. And they're side by side. Let's go into broadcast mode. And OJD will pass Cameron again. I think he's just toying with him now. And here's a very cool camera from the helicopter, from the overhead helicopters, obviously, because they fly. And Cameron with another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It seems as though the time penalties are only affecting him in today's race, so he won't be happy about that. As long as OJD stays consistent, I think he will be able to hold on for the win. Now, very quickly, crack open a Sprite. Boy, my throat is already very dry from commentating. We're only on lap 6 out of 22, as this is such a long track, but it is about the same like distance as other races, like the same race distance, but the track is just so much longer. And now BFG will finally get a time penalty, and as he is in 3rd place behind Cameron by about 9.6 seconds, as it says in the top left. Now Cameron's going to go to the inside. I think he thought about it, and then he gave OJD some room. He slowed down a bit more, and now he's right behind him. He opens up DRS, and I don't know if he's going to get a good enough run here unless OJD goes very wide, and he will go wide, and Cameron will put the switch back, runs into the side of him, and he's still there, but he did push him quite a bit far out. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. But Cameron smartly lets OJD by, which I didn't even see. I should have been in broadcast mode for that. But he will let him by, which is, yeah, a smart move, because too wide, not a good idea. It's big points up for both these drivers today's race. Really for everyone, as long as you finish. And Cameron with a huge lockup. That right front would definitely have a puncture by now, as he is locked up through that corner almost every single time. Where's my computer at? My computer is only at 17%, so I hope it lasts through the race. And Cameron will go wide. I don't know what happened there, but he's going to lose a huge chunk of time now to OJD. Now behind by 1.5 seconds. I assume they will be pitting pretty soon for medium or hards, likely mediums, but we'll see. Cameron is gaining on OJD quite a bit. Maybe the one tires are affecting OJD more than they are Cameron. Now OJD is going to make his pit. Actually, they're both going to make their pit stops here on lap number 7. This is a very narrow pit lane, and Cameron's going to slow down enough, and he does not get a time penalty. Good job for him to not get that. And now the hard strategy is open, so maybe that's what they're going on to. Let's see here. Cameron is also, yep, he's going on hards. And let's see what OJD is going to go on to. OJD is on mediums, and for some reason, he took a very long time in the pit lane. He must have had he didn't have a time penalty, so I'm really not sure what happened there, but that's going to put Cameron very far ahead. Or not very far, but about almost 6 seconds ahead of OJD. I don't know what happened to him there. But, yeah. So for now, we'll go up, and I guess you're still on board with our leader at the moment, BFG, who is still on softs. He will likely be pitting this lap, which will put Cameron back into the lead. And now with a pretty big lead over OJD, is the softs are not looking too good for BFG. But, yeah. And getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings is Cam M15. Now every driver that is currently racing has a time penalty, as Mad Max does not count. And now going down in the pits is BFG, and Cameron will take the lead. Let's see what BFG is going on to. He is going on to mediums for the end of this race, and now Cameron is going to take over the lead. Now BFG is actually pretty close. Oh no, he's not that close anymore. I thought he already came out of the pits. So he's about 7 seconds behind OJD now, who is actually gaining. OJD is gaining quite a bit on Cameron on these mediums, as Cameron is on hards. And it's not even about the long game, because you're going on a one stop, so Cameron probably could have went on mediums, but maybe he wants to be more vicious on the tires. And also, if that keeps happening, then his mediums will be gone in probably the same amount of times, same amount of laps he had his soft tires on. So for now, I don't have much to say, so we're just going to stay on board with Mr. Cameron here. We'll just watch him go through for now. Which is very, very boring without Aiden, because I don't have anyone to just talk to anything about. It's all just myself. And especially when there's only 5 drivers that show up, there's nothing happening. Everyone is at least 4 seconds apart at the moment. OJD with a fast lap of, well, with a 1:45.507. So yeah, they're beating Bottas's time by a lot here. Now Cameron is actually getting very close to Mad Max, and Tugga was apparently in the session, but he has left. He must have just been spectating along with me, and he has left the session as nothing's happening. And at the moment on the stream there is no one else watching either, as we see Cameron's lead pretty slowly fading away, but it is. In Sector 2 we have a yellow flag. BFG, I believe he has spun. Now that would give Cameron 15 some time to catch him. Where's Cameron 15? But he's still quite a bit ahead of him. Well, that is going to, at least for the meantime, put BFG out of having any chance of winning today's race. So let's go back on board with Cameron, and his gap to OJD has pretty much stayed the same as he comes out of La Source. It is cutting down every lap. He's losing about maybe 3 or 4 tenths a lap. So that's not good for him. OJD, he may be trying to just preserve his tires right now until the very end, when he may have to push a lot more than he is now. Now Mad Max will let Cameron go by very easily there, as we are finally at the halfway mark of today's race, on lap 11 out of 22, and OJD is still getting ever so slightly closer to Cameron. He hasn't really moved this lap much. But like I said, he may just be saving his tires for the end of the race. Because now Cameron's actually gaining on him by a lot. Something must have happened to OJD. He's stuck behind Mad Max. I think he tried to hit. Did he hit him? Oh, and OJD gets a time penalty for for DNFing Mad Max. Oh my goodness. And now OJD is gonna pit again as the virtual safety car will come out. A bold move from OJD, who, yeah, he lost a ton of time. I think he lost maybe some of his wing. There. Maybe that's why he was just mad at the AI. Yep, he did. He lost quite a bit of his wing. And his crew, they're taking off a time they're taking off that time penalty, I'm pretty sure. And they're putting on a new wing, and now hopefully he'll get out before BFG can. And Cam M15 will get a drive through, and OJD will not come out ahead of BFG. So now, just gonna be them fighting for it. OJD's gotta be careful there, coming through Radion as he is on soft. Or not on, well, that's not the reason why, but he had cold tires, but he seemed to be just okay, just fine. And now he, as you can see, he has much later braking point than BFG, so he should be able to pass him quite soon, and he'll thought about a move on the inside, excuse me, but he decided to not make it, thought better of it, as Mad Max may have put him out of this, pretty much put him out of the, at the moment at least, put him out of having a chance to win the race. So now Cameron's just gonna try to cruise on home for one of his many wins this season. And there have been quite a few that he's thrown away as well, and I'm pretty sure this is where OJD got caught behind Mad Max. And this is where he also hit him. And now they're gonna try to go side by side here through here, and OJD does slow down a bit as he's losing a bit of time to Cameron. And now he's just gonna go down the inside, a huge dive and a great move by OJD. And then he gets pushed by BFG outside by quite a bit, but he will come ahead, and he hits BFG into the wall, and he'll lose his wing. Oh my. OJD is just not having a good day. He is just beyond mad. I'm not really sure how he's still in the session, or how he has not been taken out yet. So we do have a virtual safety car, so there's a lot of debris off of BFG that is on the track. Now pitting at the moment is Cam M15 as he has a puncture on the front left. Oh, he was on those. Oh my goodness. Is he just doing a soft? I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. Yeah, that's definitely not allowed. But, anyways, to anyone just joining in, we're here on lap 13 out of 22, here at the Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. And there goes Cameron pitting. And he has a lot of, it's a great time to pit, as he is quite far ahead of OJD Gaming. As we only have had 5 people show up to today's race, and Mad Max was taken out viciously by OJD, who knows that this race does not count very much, but still, he may get a grid penalty for the next race, which would make sense. And also shout out to Mr. Cole Burton, as he's watching the race at the moment. And, yeah. He's watching his teammate slash rival, winning the league, technically, as this league will not be run. Well, it could still be run. I don't know if you can delete it or not, but it will not be the main Sheesh Racing League league anymore after today's race. And also, races may be switched to Friday. We're just finding out. Because, so Shumi can hopefully make it, but that has not been confirmed yet. So Cole, if you missed anything, OJD took out BFG and Mad Max, and that is why Mad Max is out of the session, as he was a lapped car and he got in the way, and OJD was not having it. He hit him exiting turn number 15. They are now getting a purple. Second sector is Cameron. Now he is about 9 seconds ahead of OJD, 8.9 to be precise. As now he comes into the bus stop chicane. A bit of a lockup, but not too bad. And he will come onto the front straight. And we are now on lap 15 out of 22, and Cameron will get a... He got 2 purple sectors, but somehow did not get a fastest lap. Okay. That doesn't make a ton of sense, but sure. Cameron is flying on these soft tires that he pitted for, and he is getting a purple sector 1. Or he just got a purple sector 1. A big lockup, that's where he's been locking up all day. He's just not like that corner, and it is definitely a very tough corner. As, you have to brake through the corner, so, especially if you have anti-lock brakes off, that would be definitely a tough corner. Notice Cameron is pulling away from OJD at about a rate of a second a lap or so, and there, purple sector 2, as he is just flying through this track. Unless he messes up here, he will get a new fastest lap of the race. And there he goes, a 143.831, putting Valtteri Bottas's time to shame. As he had a 146 as the fastest lap to date during a race. And he is also he's just pulling away from OJD. About 2 or 3 seconds a lap, or probably about 2 seconds a lap now. And I don't know if that's going to stop, because he's only got about 6 laps left. So, about 6.5. Or 6 and 2/3. OGD may also have some damage with his collision with BFG. That could have happened when they collided. Let's actually look at the time penalties to see if they actually matter at all. What have we got? Where is this? There it is. Wait, nope. There it is. So Cameron has a 6-second time penalty, and everyone else has 3 seconds. Oh, whoops. So I guess we'll just leave it on that for now. Or actually, I'll go, because there haven't been too, oh my goodness. There haven't been too many, so I guess I can just put it on the tires that have, oh my goodness. I'm very not good at controlling this map. So anyways, for the time being, I'm going to leave you on board with your leader, Cameron, and I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back. We're on lap number 18, pretty much where I left off. And Cameron has made his gap even bigger on OJD so far. So, yeah. There's not much to talk about at the moment. Nothing going on. Just a boring race, and Cameron with another 3-second time penalty, which likely is not going to matter, but you never know, it could matter by the end of the race if OJD picks it up or something happens to him. Now we're going to go on board with Cam 15, who is getting pretty close to BFG. That is the only battle that is going on at the moment, and the gap is already getting bigger. BFG is 57 seconds behind OJD, who is 16 seconds behind Cameron, and yeah, no one is very close to each other. Yeah, like I said, closest gap, 2.6 seconds between Cam 15 and BFG. But I don't think he's gonna get close enough to make a move. I'm pretty sure BFG just made a mistake, and that's how Cameron got somewhat close. So as nothing is going on there at the moment, we're going to go back. We're going to go on board with OJD for a bit and see if he can make up any ground on Cameron. As you can see there, OJD almost never locks up in that corner, which is, I find, pretty amazing. I guess a lot of people don't, but Cameron, apparently he just struggles with that corner. Especially with locking up, mainly. And the gap has now built itself to 1 minute between OJD and BFG. And OJD with a time penalty of 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Now just exiting turn number 15. Now coming through turn number 17. And he will enter the bus stop chicane. And he will take it a bit wide on the second corner. Only get on the curb a bit, but well, maybe not. Depends on what line you take. As his gap, the gap between Cameron and OJD has pretty much stayed at about 16 seconds for the past 3 or so laps. So anyway, let's head back up to Cameron, as he is in the lead here with 2 laps to go, or about 1 2/3 of a lap to go. Look at the humongous lockup that Cameron gets there. In real life, yeah, that tire would be shot. I would have been shot a while ago. Like on the first 3 lockups. And another 3-second time penalty will go to BFG for multiple warnings. And now let's actually go check out the time penalties and see what everyone has. Cameron almost spinning out there, but he saves it. And Cameron with 9, OGD and BFG with 6, and Cameron 15 with the lowest amount with 3. So Mad Max doesn't count. And Cameron, he seems to be getting a bit loose coming as he came out of the bus stop chicane, and when he came out of La Source. He got very loose on both of those and made pretty good saves actually. So he probably could have spun out twice. And also, I forgot to mention, we are on the last lap here of round 14 out of 22 in the Sheesh Racing League. And at the moment, nobody is even close to each other, besides the 3.2 second gap of BFG and Cameron 15. And Cameron with another time penalty, which will give him 6 seconds to spare between him and OJD. Because that puts him at 12, so as long as he does not mess up too bad, he's probably taking it pretty easy here, just so he can make it through and not crash before the race is over, or spin out, or for anything bad to happen. See, yeah, he's losing, or he was losing a bit of time to OJD. He is now. So, coming through the bus stop chicane for the final time. Here comes Cameron, and he does get a bit loose. He'll go do some zigzags as he crosses the finish line to win the race. A great victory for RP Cameron, and racing points themselves. And now OJD is coming out, and he'll do some zigzags as well as he spins out and goes into the wall and loses his wing, but he does cross the line. And imagine he did not cross the line. That would have been devastating. He wouldn't have finished second. Now BFG and Cameron 15 are somewhat close, but not that close. 4 seconds apart. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm very tired today. So now BFG will come through the bus stop chicane for the final time. And, oh, okay. Probably pretty closely behind him is Cameron, and BFG will cross the line to finish 3rd place. And there goes Cameron, almost into the wall. And 4 people finished today's race out of the 5 that started, and driver of the day is RP Cameron in a very nice pose. And anyways, that's going to do it for today's race. I hope you guys enjoyed the very boring action. But, so yeah, I guess that's going to do it. And I'll see you guys all later next week, or maybe the week after, I'm not sure. But, yeah, see ya.